Welcome everyone. This is Bōde's Calgary real estate market update for October 2021. This video is going to quickly show you what's happening in Calgary at a macro level, and then show you where you can find all of the data for your specific property type and community, so you can look at all of this analysis for your neighborhood. So let's dive in. So here we're looking at City of Calgary, all residential property, and we're looking at supply and demand. So first, new listings. So this would be new homes for sale listed each month in the last 4 years. So you can see it typically follows the same pattern each year. And the bright blue line is 2021. For most of this year, there's been more listings than the average year. But right now, in the last month, in September, just 2% more listings than typical for this time of year. So starting to come back down towards normal levels after the big increase in listings earlier in 2021. On the demand side, you can see in 2021, sales have been proportionately much higher than new listings. So more homes are selling than new listings are coming to market proportionally. So in September, sales are up 50% versus the average of the previous 3 Septembers. So demand's really strong. The number of new listings coming to market is starting to kind of get back down to normal, which you combine those two things, and that means overall inventory, so the total number of homes for sale, is trending downwards. So now we're at 22% less homes for sale in September this year than in a typical September. So there's not a lot of homes out there for sale. There's a lot of demand. More homes are still selling per month than would typically be, which means months of supply, which looks at both supply and demand together and tells you, given the number of homes currently for sale, how long would it take to sell through those given the current demand we're seeing. And the current months of supply in Calgary is at about 2.5 months. So that's relatively low. If you look at the previous years here, typically months of supply is much higher. So when months of supply is low like this, that favors sellers because there's fewer homes for sale and homes are selling quite quickly. But the dynamics here look really different depending on the type of home. So detached homes further outside the city center are doing much better than apartments downtown. So it's critical that you look at the information for your specific property type and neighborhood. And in terms of overall property prices in Calgary, here we've got a chart of the home price index going all the way back to 2005 here, where it was indexed to 100. You can see in 2021, the home price index, the gray line's been going up quite quickly, but just in the last couple months here, it started to level off. So prices are back to 2014 levels, but starting to level off. So they're not going up as quickly as they were earlier in the year. Like I said, this graph will look very different depending on whether you're looking at detached homes or attached homes or apartments, and we have all of that data for you. You just have to check out our full market report. You can also access all the data yourself if you want to look at your own particular community and what's happening in terms of supply and demand. Look at the same metrics, but for your neighborhood and property type. You just need to go to our website, bode.ca, and click on our market data tool. You can also look up the sold price of any home that's sold in the last 11 years. Just need to go to the sold data part of our website. And finally, you can check out what the most comparable homes to yours are doing right now in terms of how many comparable listings are there live on the market and how many recently sold homes like yours have sold and what they've sold for. You can see all of that over in our comparables tool. So check out all the data for yourself over at bode.ca, and I'll see you next month.